our players.
From Sweden, Truls MOREGARD! From China, WTT!
The walk of a man who has already 3 times conquered the WTT champion stage. He did so twice in Macau in successive years, and also already this year in Chuqin. He comes up against Truls MOREGARD, who will be trying to channel the Olympic spirit when he prepares to take on the number 2 seed. They play over the best of 7 games. Good idea getting that banana in there, Truls, as he could be in for a truly epic encounter. But as far as their head-to-head is concerned, he knows that in WTT encounters, he has yet to break his duck. The most recent of those meetings coming in Chuqin, and it was straight games for WANG Chuqin, who has looked awesome this week.
Please come for the coin toss.
Verticola, you can hear they're calling the players over there for the coin toss. We'll be getting Adam back in after a little mini breather. Wang Hao is, of course, going to be working the corner, as it were, for WANG Chuqin, and we'll see MOREGARD assisting his brother as he attempts to topple a player who has grown in strength and stature this week here in Yokohama. Coin toss time.
Red or black? Red, black for you. Winner of the toss. Receive.
Truls MOREGARD to receive them. Adam Bobro has seen so much in world table tennis, but I would venture that WANG Chuqin, the way he's going right now, we spoke about this recently, after a tumultuous period in his career, he just looks like he's hitting all the right notes right now, Adam, doesn't he? Does he start as favorite here?
Yeah, by every standard. I mean, we saw the WTT 9-0. We know the 11-1 internationally. He's only dropped 2 games in their last 3 matches since the Olympics, the last time, the only time that Truls got a victory. He's the man of the WTT era. And this is big. Chun Yuan-Yu has a bright, shining future, but couldn't take a game off of WANG Chuqin. The first 2 weren't even close. Oh Jun-sung has taken titles, not a game. And then you saw in the last round, I mean, Shunsuke Togami.
What was significant there, Adam, was once Togami had the temerity to take a game off him, he was slapped down brutally by WANG Chuqin. Now, what about Truls MOREGARD? There's a sense amongst those who follow table tennis here in Yokohama this week that maybe he's the maverick quality. Maybe he is just what it takes to beat WANG Chuqin. What have we seen from Truls so far this week that would encourage him?
Well, it's a good question. We've got the results on screen. The King of Africa, Quadri Aruna, bageled, Sora Matsushima. This is big. A left-handed, strong attacker who's very smooth. A little bit more similar than WANG Chuqin than other opponents he would have played. He just is so good at breaking rhythm. At the WTT Champions Chuqin 2025, it was the quarterfinals that they would meet. And this year, for a bagel, WANG Chuqin was the 2nd seed, dominant. Look at this craziness and side spin from under the table. It was a taste of his own medicine.
Look at the reactions as well there. Truls serves up something insane, and back it comes with that hooky below the table effort. Wonderful stuff. Well, you get a feeling that we could see something like that here. Of course, there's some serious prize money up for grabs here. They're immediately looking for the 20,000 that guarantees the player in the final, and then 40,000 to those who win both the men's and women's singles. 82% of those voting at worldtabletennis.com go with WANG Chuqin, and maybe that's just the motivation Truls MOREGARD needs, but he won't be at all surprised to know that the majority of the world does not see him winning this one. That could make for a potent encounter, and here we go. Let's listen in.
First game, Wang to serve, Lavore.
The shots fired to start off this semi-final. Before that, we had a sample of the atmosphere in this Infinity Arena that's only going to get more and more intense.
It's also a sampling of the footwork that you can expect from Wang Chuqin, how he never seems to be out of reach.
Left, 1 love.
Yeah, he was sent really wide on that first point. A faint echo of Chuqin about the start to these proceedings here.
Left, love 2.
Spoken about this before. We know that the Wang Chuqin serve is an awesome weapon. What about Truls?
Well, his serve's good. I mean, his whole game is just a guessing game. The variety that he brings. He's got a few iconic serves. But like the rest of his game, it's not so much about it necessarily being flashy as it is about it being uncomfortable and tough to predict. I guess there are parts of his game that are definitely flashy, but from chop blocks to full swinging forehands. But it's those little jabs that he brings out that are very manipulative.
4-1.
Just warming to the top.
It's not a hobby. It's your empire. It's not DIY. It's do it yourself on Wix.
Earlier on, talking about how you like to see a replay and focus on different aspects. I like looking at Wang Chuqin's eyes on replays to see what he's doing, staring down the opponent, just assessing where he was, what he did.
In the replays?
He did it just now. Fascinating. He left a long, lingering look at Truls after he'd won a point.
I like it. I think he's doing the same thing that you are. He's looking at the eyes of Truls to figure out what his opponent is feeling and thinking, and therefore to predict how boldly he's going to play, what's more likely to come his way.
Oh, wow, what a reach. And what placement. That's what he's all about.
Chop block sets up the rally a bit here. Truls gets a big counter, and right there reaching Lionheart with the wingspan. He doesn't lose any balance either, the footing. The face of Truls in that replay was great.
Oh, and the pace of Chuqin was irresistible.
Inside the table, dangerous there. That's a flick. This is not a full stroke forehand. That's just a sample of the power that he can bring, the precision that he has inside the table.
Look how quickly the first 10 points of this game have gone.
Yeah, it's tough to keep the ball in play. Wang Chuqin plays a very dangerous game.
3-7.
Dangerous only in the sense that it's so aggressive, but in the sense that it's calculated and he's consistent at it. It feels very safe. He moves, he's got low trajectory, he puts himself in position for powerful play.
Oh, again, let's have a look at just where that ball went from Wang Chuqin. As close to the corner as you could possibly be.
And it wasn't a bad serve either. Long, deep bottle challenge. There it is, my goodness, controlling on that receive. Doesn't move early, and 6 of the last 8 points for the momentum as well.
And the worry here for Truls is that with Wang Chuqin, he doesn't let up. He might occasionally drop a game early on, occasionally, but tends to come roaring back. Here he's flying into this one. Oh, the other side of the table now, same result. He is absolutely on it. Game points galore. And that'll do. Wow, what a statement this is from Wang Chuqin, who just seems to be gathering pace and momentum and aura here in Yokohama this week.
Here's the challenge. How do you surprise somebody who's so fast and well prepared that they don't need to leave early? They don't make a wrong step. They can afford to wait because right at contact, they're fast enough to get there.
World number one, Lin Sedong looking on. He isn't a factor in the final breakdown here. Xiang Peng, unlike in Incheon, also not in with a chance of winning here. The Wang Chuqin, who just looks like the potent force despite his #2 world ranking in Chinese men's table tennis right now, has absolutely blasted his way through the first game against Truls MOREGARD, who has to somehow, Adam, keep his chin up, stay in this, cling on somehow.
Just looking back at their head-to-head, other than the one time Truls won in Paris 2024, other than that, he had won a total of 5 games across 11 matches. That's less than 0.5 games per match on average.
Now that doesn't augur well, neither does that, because Chuqin looks athletically as good as we've seen him. Look at that. The lower back, the core, the lower body. When this sort of thing is happening, Adam, what does the player on the receiving end have to do? Can he slow it down, breaking up? How can he put the brakes on?
Well, first he's got to remember there is no box. Meaning think outside it. When you do the expected, you know what's expected coming back from a player like this. There's a wide, vast amount of opportunities outside of the norm. Less than most, because Wang Chuqin, as stated in an interview, someone outright said he is the best player in the world by a lot. I think that was Truls who said it. So, it's not going to be easy. Specialty of Truls. He plays the unthinkable. Every shot's different. Very little follow through on the serve. A third ball that was the opposite of an attack. It was a drop. This is good. He found a way to surprise Wang Chuqin, get him to back up while the ball would come back short. Side spin in the touch game, flips here and there. Placement is going to have to be dialed in on every metric.
3-all.
Again, a lot of different variables out here to consider. And the chop block just missed on the timing. He catches the edge. It's so amazing to me how well prepared Wang Chuqin is on his serve. Chop block doesn't miss by a lot. But again, that's because Wang Chuqin mixes it up with his placement.
Too hot to handle.
No flashes, please.
He explodes into that from nowhere.
It's a good read. He knows the dummy loop, slow spin of Truls. He's got more. Truls played some spinny backhands yesterday, and I think his shadow rehearsal after the point was basically saying, don't be afraid to spin it. Just anything to keep it unpredictable. Remember, these players do video analysis of each other to prepare specifically for this battle.
Chuqin's now taken 12 out of the last 17, I should say, points. Just going on to Truls here, don't get too worried about his body language, no matter how expressive and upset he looks. That's just the way he is, right?
Yeah, if you're riding on Truls right now, if you're cheering him on, you probably know that he's wearing his heart on his sleeve. Oh, but this one off the side of the table. Wang Chuqin inside out, playing the angle out of reach. Just the one, the step around. Left-handed bread and butter. Sounds delicious. Don't ask for it at the grocery store, but enjoy it on screen.
Crazy question, but has Truls got to do more here? Because if he's just getting the ball back, that's not enough in itself. It's just delays the inevitable, isn't it?
Dude, that's a crazy question. How dare you? No. Yeah, it's going to be something different. Changes have to be made. It's not necessarily more. It could be less. Sometimes it means relaxing a little bit. Sometimes it means taking rotation off. Sometimes it means investing in a fifth shot rather than the third. But here he tries to spin on the third. Understandably so. Wang Chuqin didn't leave him many good options there with a nice half-long touch shot.
Because the longer these points go on, the more you just feel, well, at some point, Wang Chuqin's going to do something like this and win it.
This is the law of averages. Your chance of winning a coin toss against Wang Chuqin, not too shabby, but it's 6 game points here.
Oh, nice.
Less.
There you go.
Less. That just
Less
one
is
time.
more, right?
In that moment, yes. He was there, racket head straight up, shows the stop sign.
But it takes a lot to stop Wang Chuqin, and that time, despite a bit more venom in the backhand, it's Truls MOREGARD who has succumbed for a second game, and Wang Chuqin's getting on with this in Yokohama.
Yeah, they've got coaches for conversations here. It's Wang Hao and Malta on the other side. So we'll talk more about the law of averages in game 3 after this.
拉到白手也行，无非他就是防一下或者切。其实第一个3平的球时候拉得很好，没问题。把它切了，哎，完了之后呢，后边这种就拉到正手的时候也是就随意一点，两边整，这种位置合适，我是8厘，位置不合理，我正常拉一下，完形成相持这块自己都是上。这个包括还是要盯住他的发球，啊，还是要盯住他的发球。发球有时候来回乱变的时候，这会儿只要盯细了，这种打起相持，这就是上火啊。就还是前3板，前3板的偷袭啊，人家的那种打不着急，现在非常好啊，要紧。
Wang Hao with the fairly lengthy descriptive instructions there to a player who is playing brilliantly. Not sure how much more you can tell Wang Chuqin.
Right. Still a fraction of what Shang Peng got. I think we've all watched the replays of that.
Yeah, he got a finger in the chest.
Left under the table there. He's done fine under the table before. Some big matches on big stages. Drop shots aren't easy, but well timed here. Wang Chuqin showing the touch as well. Back edge of the table.
Edge. 2.
Good ear.
2.
Yep.
The crowd doesn't care. I mean, they care a lot that he wins. This one's too pretty. Full stroke forehand on the parallel, untouched. Look how he sets that up, how wide he takes it.
It's amazing. He's so elastic in so many ways.
It's crazy to think that anyone found a way to give him any turbulence in the second half of last year.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you how powerful confidence is.
Yeah, my mind goes back just a few short weeks to Las Vegas and the awesome display we saw there. Remember, Tomokazu Harimoto's waiting in the final here in Yokohama, and at the moment, you have to wonder if we're going to see a rerun.
Definitely the scoreline suggesting that that would be the more likely of the two options, but Truls has had his share of comebacks before in this head-to-head. It would take something special here today. Wow. Now body language, I think it was actually Truls and An Jae-hyun. It's so incredibly rare to see someone throw in the towel when their opponent's only at 8 points, but 25 of the last 32 for Wang Chuqin.
Oh, again, this is troubling really for Truls. Not just because a game will be lost, but the deeper psychological scars this will leave.
is right. Try something creative, chop block, trying to keep it low. Net just high enough to stop it. Truls would be in good company with Ma Long as a player who felt this way against Wang Chuqin.
When a game's gone, you know, whether it's from 8-love down or whatever, I guess you're just trying things, aren't you? Just trying to find something that might work, something for the future. Look at this for a bagel. Oh, denied.
1-10.
I call gentleman. There it is, he gives it right back.
He did, yeah.
Gentleman recognizing gentleman on this. A mercy point given right back. That's how it's done. Wang Chuqin, he wouldn't speak of it. That's just class.
Yeah, there's honor amongst elite level athletes, and we just saw that described there. But the reality for Truls MOREGARD now is that he has been blown away over 3 games now, which leaves Wang Chuqin on the brink of the final. And also significantly, when you play in the final semi-final of the day, the gap between that and the final obviously is a lot shorter. Now that could work one of 2 ways, but whatever. Wang Chuqin is making sure he extends his break between presumably a final and concluding this semi-final.
The way things are going, it also looks like he's trying to get himself as much time in between.
That's the point. He really is. Now, come on then, Truls, what have you got? This would be the comeback of all comebacks, because right now it looks as if you can pencil in the name Wang Chuqin next to that of Tomokazu Hanamoto.
First game, MOREGARD to serve, level.
I said we'd talk law of averages. There simply wasn't time last game.
1 left.
Well, if you hurry, there might be this, but you'll have to hurry.
The shorter it is, the better your chances. Same within any individual rally. So that means Truls is going to have to try to finish a rally quickly. Much like an injured player, the longer it goes, the more it favors the stronger player. The law of averages. It almost comes back from this camera angle. He hit it with so much backspin that it goes straight up, and on its way down, it would carry back to Wang Chuqin's side and then come back over the net should it hit. This is almost like what he did at the Olympics. He says, you know what, I'm in trouble here. I've got to try something. And the thinking was crystal clear.
Oh, and then he poaches again. He pounces, and this is turning into an awesome show. Timeout called by Team MOREGARD, and they need to somehow just stop the flow, which is going all the way of the man from China.
Försöker spela så äckligt som möjligt. Jag tycker det är ändå ungefär att vi tar ligat mot honom. Det är också roligare att förlora matchen på det sättet. Kom igen då. Det är ett sista ring. Det bara vara lite tysta.
Where's your head at, Truls? Well, they know that their man, their teammate, Lin Shidong and Zhang Peng, is on the brink, because this has been, Adam, when you look at individual performances over the last few major Elite Series WTT events, have you seen anyone more compelling than Chuqin today?
Nothing comes to mind. When he's on, it just seems tough to imagine how you could defeat him. I mean, there was a lot of thinking. It was almost like Final Jeopardy. There was just this moment of, is there a solution? What is the answer? 2 brains put together, still trying to find it. And in the end, Malta basically said, come on. Just gives him some energy. Let's do this.
Yeah. So he's broken the flow with the timeout. He just jogged across for a little towel off. All these little things may be helping.
Anything, even if it's 1%, that helps your chances. Truls out of the timeout just won 3 points. Make that
Make
4.
It 4, yeah.
Man, I
Jinx.
wanted to jinx. We could have even said jinx at the same time. That the world would have exploded. Here we go. 4 in a row, a serious streak. Ooh, this is one where the chop block coming down on the net because of the spin could have actually helped the ball come back on the table. Doesn't miss by much.
Oh, look at the celebration from Chuqin. He knew what that was about.
Just a demonstration that even one of the most powerful players in the world can touch it very delicately and win a point that way.
Oh, he's missed.
5.
So when
Soft
that
hands.
happens, it comes as a surprise.
Yeah, it was the medicine that was just dished out to him the point before. Very soft hands. Truls, although from this replay, tough to tell. Different camera angles will give you different perspectives on how close to the back edge of the table the racket had to be.
He's trying to create every shot now, isn't he?
I like that. It's a blank canvas at the start of every point. And a painter's gonna paint. Tries to get that heavy side spin on, a little bit of strawberry juice in there. I sort of wondered about how he felt receiving on the serve.
Well, he's gone long on the serve there. This is lovely because he's just going to basically get all the toys out now, Truls, and play.
Left-handed aggressive shake-handers have been up 3-0 against Truls MOREGARD, and he's come back to win 4 straight games. Wang Chuqin is not that person, though.
Because there's a consistency of quality that is so hard to beat, no matter how maverick you become.
And I'm not saying it's impossible, just literally saying Im Jong-hoon and Wang Chuqin are 2 different people. Oh, what a counter here, the power. That was one of the hardest shots we've seen Wang Chuqin hit. And who was there ready with an answer? Truls there, the stop sign comes back and he speeds through it.
And a little look afterwards from Wang Chuqin, as if to say,
Okay, I see you, brother.
He gave him credit there. But he comes back.
You know, from that camera angle, for a moment, there was this curiosity. It sounded like it hit the hand on the next. Chop block, here's the hand. This one, you'll see it's not as close as it felt from before. Business end of the game, and they're tied up at 8 apiece.
You know, the problem with him being so good, Wang Chuqin, is it looks like it's going to deny us a chance to see more of him because he's rushing now towards the final, just a couple of points away.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, more of him in a second match.
9-all.
Interesting, interesting. So more than doubly successful on his serve. Wang Chuqin 73.3 to the 35.4 of Truls. Oh, and he went
that way.
Well, this is against all odds, right? This is the last 2-serve combination we will see in game number 4. Truls plays 2 soft shots, and then he gives the hook to the deep backhand.
Oh, he had a game point. The most precious of commodities you'll find here in Yokohama. A game point against Wang Chuqin. Not taken.
After a mercy point to be beaten 11-1 in the game before, this is quite a different game 4.
But it now becomes match point for a straight games win and a pathway to the final. for Wang Chuqin. He's a finalist again.
The opportunity was there. Truls definitely played an incredible game number 4, and it felt like that could have extended the match. But that said, the handshake after that, for me, was just sort of a way of saying, I've been watching, I've been a part of this match the whole time since the beginning, and here you were. First 3 games, you were nearly invincible. And he's going to come into the final later on today with more time than most, despite the fact that he's playing the last semifinal. Wang Chuqin, when he's in form, is incredible. And at only 25 years old, who knows what the future will hold for him. But right now, it is looking incredibly bright.
And right now, he starts zooming in on Tomokazu Harimoto, a familiar foe, one defeated in a grand smash in the US just a few weeks ago. And now he thinks about maybe plotting his way to a second WTT Champions win of 2025, because this job has been accomplished in spectacularly brutal fashion. 4-5 mercy point.